What's up, guys? Cook Knows Best here. So I posted a video yesterday about the initial, getting the alien deception in the mail. Said I was going to go out and try it today for practice. Unfortunately, the weather was pretty bad today, so I didn't have practice. I did end up going out there, put a few balls through it, got it chroned out, shooting how I liked it, and just want to let you guys know how I thought about it. So I went out there. Initially, it was like shooting right off the bat. Chroned it, I just put air into it. It was about 280 feet per second. I've got a Pro Rig 2 or a V2 Pro Rig from Ninja on my 77 cubic inch bottle, and took all the shims out, so it's about 450 psi, and it came right out, ready to go at about 280 feet per second. So I went out there, took it out, started shooting it, and it shot really, really well. I just took it out on the open field and was just shooting down range, and it shot phenomenally. I used the Mayday barrel backs. We shoot Marbleizer at my field, and so we I think I had it at the 686, 682. I can't remember exactly the size I was using to shoot today, but it was right in the middle. So then I was like, okay, I have a freak kit. My LV1 definitely works better with the freak kit, so I wanted to try this out with a freak kit. So I put it on there. We used a 685 insert on the freak kit, and it was actually more accurate with the Mayday barrel backs and the tip from Alien. So their excuse me, their barrel actually worked better than the freak kit. One of the comments I got on YouTube was asking about the grip thicknesses for versus the LV1. So side by side, they're the top of the LV1 is thinner, and here I'll show you guys. So on the LV1, you can see it gets thinner up here. So it starts out, it's thick on the bottom and then thinner up here where the actual buttons are. The Alien's the same thickness the whole way up and down. So I think they're pretty similar. Let me get this side again. So I would think the Alien is actually even a little bit thinner. The screen's not as wide. The OLED board screen isn't as wide. So that's that's for that. Overall, this thing feels awesome in the hands. Like I said yesterday, a lot of the guys have never even heard of Alien. So I took it in the pro shop, and a lot of the guys were like, "Oh, what is that? Is that a new Bob Long? What's going on?" I was like, "This is the new Alien Deception." And people were like, "What the heck is that?" And a lot of people really liked it. Let a few people shoot it. They all thought it shot really good. The firing modes are pretty crazy. The amount of stuff you can do with the firing modes. I've had it in just 12.5 balls per second ramping and semi, trying it out. And I'm not sure if it's one of the settings I have in the ramping, but you'll start ramping, you pull it off, and you'll shoot it, and it'll fire 2 or 3 more times. And then sometimes I haven't quite figured that out yet. But when you want to just ramp, it ramps. The gun shoots, you just take it right out and start going with it. So there's just a lot of extra features that it has on the gun. Didn't break a single ball today. I probably put about, quarter of a case to half a case through it, just testing it out, playing with it. So I think total, all in all, shooting's about maybe got 2 cases through it. So for kick, one of the guys asked me, he's like, "How does it kick?" It's not too bad. One of the things you can adjust about it is the dwell. So you put the dwell higher, like an 8 or a 9, it's going to have more kick, but it's going to be more consistent shot, but it's going to use more air. You can lower the kick, go in a lower dwell, like a 5 dwell, 5 millisecond dwell, and you're going to have, it's going to be a softer shot, less consistent, but more air efficient. So, me being playing speedball, being able to fill up after every game, obviously, efficiency isn't that huge big a deal when using 77. So, I think did a hot fill, it's about 4,000 psi on my 77. Like I said, went through, quarter case to half a case, and I was already down to about 2,000. So, that could just be the break-in period. I'm not sure. What people are getting on it. The settings, the stock settings. I just reset the computer and just went from there and started playing with the only adjusted was the dwell a few milliseconds up and down, and put it back to about 8 from where it started. So unfortunately, I didn't get to pull the LV1 out and do a shot comparison. See how it kicks next to it. The sound signature was awesome. A few things people were coming up saying that gun is quiet. They'd walk up and be like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's the new Alien. This thing it's super quiet. It's got a great soft thud to it every time you shoot it." One thing about it though is the bolt the bolt face. So here, I'll see if I can show you guys this. I don't know if the camera can do justice in here. So in the breech, here I'll show you. The very top of the bolt face, there's a little notch up there. When you have the bolt in the gun, Me and one of my buddies were just messing around because no one came to practice. But you drop a ball in and it doesn't fall all the way down in the breech. You have to like tap it down a little bit more if you're just single loading. Obviously not a huge issue when you have a force-fed rotor, but if you have a gravity-fed, a force-fed hopper, but if you have a gravity-fed, I'm not sure how that would act to it. I mean, obviously I wouldn't think too many people would use a gravity-fed hopper in a gun like this. I don't know who's going to buy a $1,000 gun, but I need a $25 hopper. But just one thing that I noticed, it didn't affect the shot at all. Like I said, didn't break a single ball, and I turned it up to maximum rate of fire to see how high I could go. And it was limited to the spire. That was a limiting factor for how fast it would shoot. I think the setting in here is like 35 balls a second. So really, really, really cold and wet day today. It's about the mid-40s here, and it was raining, so it was super wet. You know, I was shooting the gun, the condensation was just building up all over the thing, and it still shot like a champ. Practicing some pop shots, doing some across field shooting, and I was pretty consistent. You know, shooting from home to the back right corner, the Dorito corner. I definitely could have got someone out if they were sticking out from a tower or a can or something like that, no problem. And then when I was doing my pop shot practices, like Dorito to Dorito, I was the limiting factor in how accurate it was. You know, I'd pop shot over, and I was hitting like as close to the Dorito as I was able to hit the Dorito, and I was just nailing it every single time, either hitting like right on it or right in the Dorito. So if I hadn't been doing single shot, I would have totally got someone out of there right there. So just phenomenal accuracy. I'm really, really excited to play in the tournament here coming up in a couple weeks, and I really wanted to play in practice, but like I said, unfortunately, the weather didn't permit today. So that's pretty much all I have right now. Like initial thoughts of this gun is it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for it to fully break in, get everything going, and I just want to say thanks for you guys for the comments, and let me know if you need anything else. All right, bye.